outcome.
24 or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year. From the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and
Happy
factual
Mother's
content.
Day. I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24. Or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year. From the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and
Happy
factual
Mother's
content.
Day. I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you out there. This is the AM Club Live on MX24 and my name is the one and only Edma Ohima Lawa.
And my name is Godwin Namboh. Don't you just love the sound of that montage? It's the AM Club and it's Tuesday, coming up for nowhere, the 9th of November, and you're welcome to the AM Club, coming to you live from our Silicon Square studios here in East Legon, Accra.
Yes, we are here with loads of fun, fearless, and of course, factual content for you this morning. And we'll be keeping you entertained, inspired, and informed for the next 2 hours. Just 2 hours.
Just 2 hours, okay? And so, for that matter, what you want to do is to look out for Coffee Daily, which is our very first segment of the show. And we'll be recapping the topmost trending stories around the world in the last 24 hours. And Coffee Daily is proudly sponsored by Asili Coffee.
And by now you should know what comes up next, and it's Lifestyle Daily. And our conversation today will be centered on youth in politics right here in Ghana.
I can't wait.
And I'm having that conversation right
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, Godwin and I have been having a back and forth on who to have this conversation, and I think he's...
And like the gentleman I am, I'm like, you know what? Go ahead. I
Thank you very
enjoy
much,
listening to you and
Godwin.
these young people talk about politics.
Thank you very much.
You know.
I'm very passionate about it, so thank you.
So am I.
I know.
And of course, today being Tuesday, our hashtag daily is Travel Tuesday. hashtag Travel Tuesday. And the one and only hostess with the mostest, Miss Drew, will be coming your way with the Woolly Waterfalls experience. If you didn't join them this Saturday, you missed out.
Absolutely.
But we are bringing you, updates and everything that happened on Saturday.
So we're going to have that conversation with Miss Dre for today's hashtag, which is Travel Tuesday. But remember, this is the AM Club where you are a major part of the show. So do join us online. We are currently streaming on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. If you are not at home to watch us, you can just use your phones, your gadgets, tablets, TVs, computers, laptops, whichever gadget you have in your hand, you can use it to watch us as we stream on all social media platforms at MX24GH, or you can just tweet at us with the hashtag DAM Club on Twitter as well.
Indeed, and you can also reach us on our WhatsApp number. It's 0550-331-511. 0550-331-511. Do send us your comments, voice notes, video reactions to all the stories we cover here on the show.
And as you already know, it's now time for hashtag My Daily Dose of Him, as I tell you every single day. Tell us what inspires you. We would like to know, because we want to air it right here on the AM Club. Just send it to our WhatsApp number at 0550-331-511. And like I said, we will air it right here on the AM Club. But meanwhile, Ekene shared Father by Fino featuring Olamide as his daily dose of him, and he calls it his Thanksgiving song. Enjoy.
Father,
Yeah, that one.
That's the craft on the
Dude, over the next couple weeks as we turn things up, scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and
Happy
factual
Mother's
content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and
Happy
factual
Mother's
content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and
Happy
factual
Mother's
content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVD T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year. From the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating
In the last 24 hours, and Coffee Daily is proudly brought to you by Asili Coffee. Their coffee comes in innovative coffee bags that makes it easier to whip up that morning coffee at home or at work. Asili Coffee, made for every African. Now let's move on straight to the trending stories. Godwin, what is our very first story today?
Yep, Edma, thank you very much, and many thanks to Asili Coffee for the segment.
Yes.
Now, to a story that was trending last night whilst we were all trying to sleep. You shared it on the page, and I was like, okay, this was happening in Ghana. Many parts of the country experienced blackout last night following an unexpected power outage. In the Greater Accra region, many areas, including Dansuman, Nima, Teshi, reported the outage. In the northern region, there was a total blackout from around 9 p.m. until about 4:30 a.m. when power was restored, only to go off again a few minutes later. The 12 municipal and district assemblies in the Bunu region also experienced the blackout, forcing many residents to spend the night in darkness. The cause of the outage is not yet known. But let's check out what you've been saying on Twitter, and as always, you can find some comic relief on Twitter.
Of course.
So the very first tweet we have is coming in from Amanfo ECG, aka at ECG_official__. It says, we acted like we've stopped the doom so some of you guys thought that's all. Tonight, unless you sleep in a pool, the heat go barb you. Thank you very much for letting us know on official EC page. Suleiman Abdul Ganiu says that he's tweeting at Johnny Hughes. Says, Johnny, good morning. This is the situation of Walewale Municipal Hospital. Anytime there is a blackout or doomsaw, there is no standby generator to power it. You have to turn your attention to Walewale Municipal. A lot of mess is happening, and he shares an image with a tweet showing the OP.
I mean, we can run to Twitter and make fun of doomsaw and not having any electricity and all of that. But then the moment you think of hospitals that do not have generators on standby and the people who are sick in those hospitals, it's very serious and it hits differently.
But it's a one-time thing, though.
Sorry.
The extent to which this blackout went, I feel is that we don't usually have that in this country.
So.
Probably
I mean,
a problem.
literally, like half of the country didn't have electricity. It wasn't even just like maybe Greater Accra. It was literally like the central region as well, Ashanti region as well. Everybody experienced some type of blackout. I
mean, it's a major problem. So I'm sure they'll come out to say what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
But still on Twitter, Nanafa Pim, so very funny guy, says, Nanado he say doomsaw go start. No, he ran left way for this country. Make Baumia come lecture us with e-doomsaw, that's electronic doomsaw. Hey, I'm a Ghana. Inshallah, we take the leave in this country. Anyways, this one coming in from Oboda Edward says that, I love the current doomsaw we are experiencing. It doesn't discriminate. It follows the principle of equality before the law.
What?
I have no idea what that means, but... Anyway, so that's what they've been saying about what happened last night, Edma.
Okay, so let's move on to our second story. And Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, has in a written statement informed the police administration that Medina MP Francis Xavier Sosu is out of the country on parliamentary business. The embattled MP was to show up in court yesterday morning, but failed to turn up. Acknowledging receipt, police prosecutor ASP Sylvester Asari informed the Kaneshi District Court that a letter had been received from the Speaker indicating that the MP was out of jurisdiction. The case was subsequently adjourned to November 16. The MP is accused of unlawfully blocking a public highway and causing destruction to public property. oh, this story is going to drag. I feel like we've been talking about this like for the past 2 weeks now, and every single day there's a new story coming up with Medina MP. But yeah, hopefully they get it out of the way and they deal with it. But assembling, that's the question. What kind of
assembly? But let's continue now. A journalist with Connect FM in the Western region, Pakwesi Simpson, has been granted bail by a high court in Sekondi to the tune of 50,000 Ghana cedis. He was arrested in connection with an alleged fake kidnapping incident at Namboh in the Western region. The bail conditions came with 2 sureties. Now also, the Konongo District Court has remanded into custody the 5 students arrested for their roles in the death of a student of Konongo Odumasi Secondary High School, which happened yesterday. They are expected to return to court on November 15 on a provisional charge of murder and abetment of crime. Sad how these kids' lives are just going to be messed up.
I know, it's so sad. But let me also add that reggae and dancehall musician Shatta Wale and industry mate Medical are scheduled to reappear in court later today.
Hey,
what do you have to say about that? You know they dropped a song as well.
Yes.
About the experience in jail and how obviously we need to reform our prison sector.
Someone was crying and videoing himself. Another person too was there.
No, but I think the reason why he was crying and videoing himself is because I think that the matter is still in court and anything can happen. You know, we can't discriminate, or we can't say that, oh, because it's Medical or because it's Shatta Wale, they might not be sentenced to spend some time in prison. They could spend some time in prison if it goes against them. So I think he was videoing himself with his daughter saying that, oh, I'm going to leave this precious...
You know, I don't know how people do that thing successfully. How to cry and video yourself.
Yes, yeah. I mean, if you're already talking and you start crying, then fair enough. But then when you're already crying and then...
You're videoing yourself?
You're videoing yourself. I don't understand that.
So that okay.
But anyways, let's move on to some other news. The National Association of Graduate Teachers, NACRAT, has threatened to strike in demand for better conditions of service. At a press conference yesterday, the Vice President of NACRAT, Jacob Anaba, said the union can no longer survive the current economic hardship with the salary levels of the Ghanaian teacher. The union is calling on the government to reconvene an emergency joint public service negotiation committee to review the salaries of the Ghanaian teacher. The economy is hard for everybody.
You have been told that you can't become a billionaire.
No, but the economy is hard for everybody, and you know, fuel prices are high, food products are high, and you're getting the same salary. I mean, at one point, I feel like maybe they need to tweak something in just to support the people. It's not even just for the teachers, it's for everybody at this point.
So sometimes, you know what I think, when these things come up, these institutions not rebelling, but you know, threatening to strike and all that, I ask myself, what is it? Because the money is there, government has put the money down, and you're thinking that once we protest, once we strike, government will take the money from. So I'm wondering where government takes the money to, you know, compensate these institutions or these organizations. I don't know how it works, but but the teaching profession is a very serious profession.
Of course,
they deserve better.
Yes, they do. They
deserve better.
Anyways,
let's move on and do some sports, ladies and gentlemen. Azaka's ladies thumped AS Monday 3-0 to reach the semi-finals of the ongoing CAF Women's Premier League last night. The Ghanaian champions condemned the Malian side to their second defeat on March Day 2 at the 30 June Stadium in Cairo, Egypt. Evelyn Bedu delivered another 2-goal episode for her team to win the Women of the Match award for the second time in a row. Azaka's ladies will play their last group game against Wadi Degla on Thursday. Big ups on yourself.
Yes.
Azaka's ladies, Askeva will say, big up on yourself.
Make up yourself.
Nice one, nice one. I'm glad to see these things happen. Women soccer is beautiful too. Do you watch women football?
Yes, I do.
I
do. I'm quite passionate about women football. I think it's because it's come a long way, and the fact that last time, do you remember our very first Motivation Monday? We had a sit down
with
Mercy Kwako, and she was the coach of the Black Queens, and you know, just going through our historical background when it comes to women football, I just love the fact that we are where we are now. We haven't even reached yet, but we've made, you know.
That reminds me. Good morning to you. Cyril, he manages a female football team.
Yes, I'm very proud of them.
Amazing.
They're doing good. They're doing
amazing. Still in sports, ladies and gentlemen, Richmond Boachi Adams scored a brace as the Black Stars stamped Division 1 league side Golden Cake 5-1 in a low-profile friendly match yesterday. Boachi Adam, who is making a return to the team after 2.5 years, scored in the first half before Jordan Ayew, Caleb Ekuban and Abdul Fattah Ishahaku increased the tally in the second half. 15 players have reported to camp while others are expected to arrive later today. Black Stars will depart Accra this afternoon for South Africa for the World Cup qualifier against Ethiopia at the Orlando Stadium on Thursday. Go, go, Black Stars, go. Speaking of South Africa, South African Paralympic athlete Oscar Pistorius, in prison for murdering his girlfriend Riva Steenkamp, may soon meet her parents as part of the process leading to parole being considered. He is eligible for possible release after having served half his sentence, but he first has to take part in what is called restorative justice. Pistorius shot Steenkamp dead in 2013, saying he mistook her for a burglar at his home in the capital, Pretoria. The 34-year-old fired 4 times through a locked toilet door, and this story always beats me.
I know, right? I remember this story, and it was all the way back in 2013, but at the moment I hear about it, I'm just so sad about it, and I just don't know.
I don't want to relive the moment, but 4 times through a closed toilet door, a burglar. You shoot 4 times, you won't ask who's there. Can I, this is your home. Well, okay, you know what. But he was sentenced 13 years, 5 months. And he's been considered for parole after meeting the parents of Steenkamp. Edma, please.
Anyways, before we move on to what was trending yesterday, you know that Ghana has been named after a street in Brooklyn.
Really?
Yes, in Brooklyn, New York. So basically, it's called Bed-Stuy Ghana Way. So Bed-Stuy is actually a African-American centered community that's been there for since the 20th century. So they basically named that street after Ghana just to promote the relationship between Ghana and Brooklyn.
I feel like Ohio should be named Ghana, actually. Ohio has like...
Which I feel like it was great. I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have Ghana Way, Brooklyn streets, right? There you have it. But anyways, let's move on to what was trending yesterday. And it's our one and only Brother Sammy. So basically, gospel singer Brother Sammy and Cecilia Mafo met for the first time after their long-standing beef. The two met at a church program where they were both billed to perform. But what got people talking was when Cecilia and Sammy performed What Shall I Say in Cecilia's inaccurate version. Here's Cecilia's old version and the remix with Brother Sammy.
What shall I say? What shall I say? What to the Lord? Fire. Fire poetic akra. What shall I say? Come what you don't go to you, maybe. Unto the Lord. What do they? Fire poetic akra. Poetic akra. Nothing one nine. What shall I say? What shall I say? What shall I say? What to do?
Oh my goodness, what shall I say?
What shall I say? What shall I say?
Do you know what? I actually found out that Fire is actually a woman. Yeah, Fire is. I thought Fire was a man, but Fire is actually a woman. I think she's a prayer warrior that basically is always around.
How do you think Fire is a man?
No, because the name Fire.
What is it for women? You know, women. Fire is a woman.
No, I just felt like Fire would be for
like an alto singer standing at the back or a tenor singer.
But Fire is a woman, and she even came out to say thank you to my fans and for listening to us and all of that, which was very nice. Cecilia was like, Fire, Rebecca, hello to your fans.
Please continue.
Anyways, it's now time for us to deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz, and Kovai is finally here. to take that away. Stay with us.
Godwin people, hey guys, I know you miss me, but you don't know the thing, sometimes I have to take some rest, you understand? The body is weak sometimes, you understand? But I'm back today with MX Breaks Lifestyle and Entertainment inside the AM Club, ladies and gentlemen. And I will bring you all the updates in lifestyle and entertainment in Ghana and, of course, across the globe. And with that, I say good morning to my team. What is that?
Godwin, why are you looking at me for?
Hey, Godwin knows. Hey, Godwin knows.
You literally just went back.
Hey, I want to give you space.
Lean forward. Kawai, I missed you.
Oh, I missed you too.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm
I
fine,
like this new
thing.
thing.
I like what you're wearing as well.
You know, I feel like money today. It's ordinary. I feel like money, so I wore green.
But the arms are getting bigger though, let me just mention that.
Just cool, no man. Just this morning I bought some more protein. I go, listen, but this is how I'm going to do the news. Hello guys, you know the thing.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, come on, take us away.
Yeah, you know the thing. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevoy B. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere at KEVOYB. Zin. Now, for our stories. Now, Ghanaian-based Nigerian musician AJ Odlad has finally dropped his much-anticipated EP. Titled Too Odd for This and containing 7 songs, the musician released it on his birthday as a gift to his fans. I thought he was going to say to himself. Though Odlad has been in the industry for a few years, it took him some time to break into the mainstream. He describes his EP as a journey to share his life experiences. Congratulations to Mr. Odlad. You understand? And big up yourself. Big up yourself. Now, some people do completely disrespectful things and expect to get away with it. A video has been going viral of Stoneboy's reaction to a fan trying to take inappropriate videos of a dancer. During a Stoneboy concert, a woman was dancing beside him on stage and was having a great time. Oh, a guy standing in the front row then decided he thought it would be funny to film her from, you guessed it, underneath. Stoneboy quickly noticed the situation and quickly got rid of the person's phone without interrupting his set. And we have that video, so let's check it out. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine this guy?
First of all,
no, but why would you even do that? I mean, people need to be more disciplined out there. Like, the fact that somebody is enjoying themselves and having fun and dancing doesn't give you the right to put your phone under her thighs trying to video her. Why is Gabby also saying over there?
He's a professional cameraman.
Hey guys, if you ever hear the things inside this thing right now,
I'm telling you guys,
The
listen.
director back there. It's a professional cameraman. Okay.
listen.
But why would you do that? You need to be more disciplined out there,
course, of
seriously.
course.
Young boys that are out
some
there,
dignity,
please.
my brother. Oh,
Exactly.
I mean,
the
come
girl
on.
is enjoying herself. You
And I
go.
like how
Stoneboy.
sway Stoneboy
I
was.
love
Stoneboy.
He grabbed the phone,
Listen.
threw it somewhere,
Listen.
and then, you know,
Stoneboy.
kept on going with his
That
show.
Ewe man don't play, man. That Ewe guy doesn't play.
I mean, it's
I like that.
beautiful.
I like
Stone, we can't, don't mess with Stoneboy.
Exactly. And the fact that, you know, it's one of his fans as well, and then
Yeah.
she's having fun, she's
Yeah.
dancing, he's hyping her, and then you're videoing her
Like,
underneath.
no,
Charlie,
come on.
Charlie.
Come on. I like that.
listen,
He took your phone and then you threw it.
Exactly, just kept going. I kept going.
So when the phone fell, the guy would not know.
Oh
If someone
yeah, he
takes
should
it-
do. Yeah, he should do better next time.
Yeah,
That's
you
all.
should know
Yeah.
that you shouldn't.
He
should
didn't
do
do it
better.
too close. You should have thrown it in the middle of the crowd so that the guy will go and search for it.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Anyways, I agree totally. That was uncalled for.
Anyway, fans have thanked Stoneboy. You don't know. Everybody thank Stoneboy and tell him, say, hey, big up yourself. Stoneboy, big up yourself. Zin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, The Rock is back with another action-packed movie. What your song? Red Notice premiered in theaters before it will then be released to Netflix Friday, November 12th. The star-studded cast includes Ryan Reynolds, hey, I like that guy, and Gal Gadot. So, of course, it's crushing at the box office. And guess what, guys? You know what of the trailer, so let's look at it.
Nolan Booth, the second most wanted art thief in the world.
13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24. Or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to
Waiting for this since June.
Yeah.
When Netflix announced the 2021.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they announced
Oh, I didn't know
2021,
that.
a list
Yeah.
of movies coming on Netflix.
Yeah.
The Harder They Fall, Red
Yes,
Notice.
yes,
Speaking of
yes.
The Harder They Fall, have you finished it?
Yes, I finished it.
I
Yes,
heard
it was a great movie.
It's a series.
No,
No,
it's a
the movie.
movie.
I've seen it being advertised. It's
Yeah,
Jay-Z's
yeah.
movie or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was an executive
Oh, really
producer
good?
in the,
Really
in
good
the
film?
movie.
I'll watch it.
You'd
I'll
love
watch
it, bro.
It's a
I'll
great
watch it.
movie.
Yeah, I wasn't disappointed at all.
Oh, yeah?
And my man Idris Elba, you know.
Yes,
Hey,
oh, he's
hey,
a
hey,
fantastic
hey, yo,
actor.
yo, yo,
It's
yo,
the
yo, he killed it.
voice and the whole character.
That last scene with the guy.
Don't spoil it for people.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Don't ruin it.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll
Yeah,
definitely
you
watch it. I like
should.
Idris.
You should,
I
yeah.
like Idris Elba. You don't know it. Hey, Idris, big up yourself. Same way, you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, reboots and spin-offs. Which is better? Well, guys, Warner Brothers is in talks with the original cast of Harry Potter to make a TV special this year. Oh, the production company is ready to pay large amounts to ensure the main cast and some of the original supporting cast accept to partake. The details of what that special could look like are highly secret. Though the cast has grown up, separated, and gone on to do amazing things individually, they all still hold fond memories of the making of the Harry Potter movies and are grateful that it launched their careers. Hey, big up on yourself. If all agree, filming would take place in the Warner Brothers Universe Studios. Guys, what do you think? Yay or nay? You think?
Yeah.
Look at Edma's face. I know you love that.
It's a yay for me. So let me tell you this. When I was a child, I was a huge fan of Harry Potter.
Oh, really?
I literally read all the books before actually watching the movies. And when I say it's still one of my favorite movies, like, so, for example, sometimes during the weekend when I'm not doing anything, I would literally either watch Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. These two are like my go-to movies, and I'll just watch it all the time. So I'm actually quite happy about that.
The funny thing is that I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter, but I love Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings.
Why don't you like Harry Potter?
I don't know. It's too
witchy. I couldn't watch that in my house.
No, I'm not
scared.
too witchy.
Well, maybe because I've not really paid attention to it. Maybe that's why. But Lord of the Rings, I'll watch any day. Speaking of reboots and spin-offs, have you seen the sequel to Game of Thrones, House of Dragons? Have you seen the trailer?
Oh, really?
Oh, my goodness.
Is it ready?
You see the trailer?
That I love.
No, that sequel is going to be crazy.
Oh, wow.
I can't wait.
Well, we're excited for that.
I think it's a prequel.
Wait, who
Not a
wrote
sequel?
Who wrote it?
Who wrote? I don't know.
Is it the original writer, or is it the guys that wrote season 7 to
Yeah.
In fact, I need to look at it again. I don't know who wrote it, but I've seen the trailer and it's crazy.
If it's the original writer, I'll definitely watch it.
So it's like 200 years before the throne. Oh, my
House
goodness.
of Targaryen.
Anything that is ancient, giving you
British
ancient,
Game of Thrones,
yes, ancient
like-
history kind of
Oh,
thing.
you like that thing?
I love it. That's
Those are
why
my
I
type of
actually
movies.
can't wait for the Rock's movie as well, because they're talking about ancient Egypt and Cleopatra's eggs and all of that. So I'm like, I can't wait for that movie as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll catch it.
Guys, you have something to watch.
Yes.
This season.
Yes.
Watch Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, find a friend who has and log into their account.
Oh, listen, I don't even want to say anything wrong, but like, one
Come on,
time,
you say that.
yes, he did. But one time, I used to use my sister's password, by the way, and me and her had like a huge argument, and she changed the password.
Oh!
So one time I was trying to like sit there, watch Netflix. I tried to log in and it wasn't working. And I was too proud because we were fighting. I couldn't message and say what's happening.
But my
why have
sisters
you
don't
changed?
care.
And it was a
My
payback towards me. Can you imagine? Listen,
Now watch it, Leslie.
My
it's like
sisters,
I got my own now, so you can't take it.
my sisters don't care if we're arguing. They just want the Netflix password. That's it.
That's all.
They don't care. They don't care.
That's all. Let's share it.
Well, that's how it is. That's how it is.
Exactly.
That's how it is. But guys, today I do not have a travel video or pictures.
You've
for you
been
guys.
slacking.
I know. I've been slacking.
Okay, then give us a particle word.
No, I'll tell you about a place. Today's travel teasers.
Yes.
So I'll tell you about the place I'm
Yes.
from. It's a place called Spanish Town, and just like Cape Coast, it's one of the most historical places in Jamaica.
Wow.
It was also the first capital of Jamaica. So
Spanish Town.
Yeah, Spanish Town. So they used to call it Spanish Town de la Vega.
Okay.
Zane, and I used to live in De La Vega City.
De La Vega. It sounds very narcos, very.
Yeah, it sounds very because we were colonized by the Spanish first.
Yes, first. Yes, like we were colonized by the Portuguese first.
Yeah.
Cape Coast used to be the capital city of Ghana.
Who?
Right?
Cape Coast?
Cape Coast.
Was it not Kumasi?
No, Kumasi.
Maybe of the Gold Coast.
Gold Coast, yes. I think it was. Wow, I've forgotten my government and history lessons. But I think Cape Coast, because you said Spanish Town used to be the capital city of Jamaica, it just brought that back to me because Accra's not always been the capital city.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That I know.
I think
but
it's
this
Cape
time-
Coast.
Oh, that's
goodness,
interesting.
Wow.
Ooh, my nose
teacher
is
will
running.
be happy this morning if he's watching.
Hey.
Don't worry. you're
Forgive him,
forgiven.
He left
Exactly.
school long time. Anyway, guys, that's it for FX Breaks Lifestyle and Entertainment. You don't know, my name is Kevoy B. Enjoy your day. Little more, big up yourself.
Thank you very much for that, Kavoy. And that's about it for Coffee Daily, proudly sponsored by Asili Coffee, made with coffee beans from plantations right here in Ghana. This particular brand is a steep coffee that has your morning coffee in pouches, ensuring a quick, easy, and comfortable preparation of your coffees. And coming up next, what do you have, Godwin?
Yes, Lifestyle Daily, and we are discussing the involvement of the youth in politics, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss that. Oh, God, I wish I could join that conversation.
I know.
But it's all right. I'll watch from the back. I'll enjoy it anyways.
Just be sending me your questions via WhatsApp.
Yes, please. Yes,
And
please.
I'll read them out.
I won't mind you. Now, enjoy the North African remix of Love One, Tintin by CK featuring El Grande. I can add the other one.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the make you a temperature days? If you leave me a good time, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Love me, me, I am so obsessed. I want to chop your heart.
MX24 or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and
Happy
factual
Mother's
content.
Day. I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24 or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless, and
Happy
factual
Mother's
content.
Day. I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24 or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
Hello?
Weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24 or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless, and factual content.
On Opposing Views, we talk about the issues that sharply divide opinion, regardless of the discomfort.
Abortion is a no-no. As a human being, you must take responsibility for all your actions and inactions. Your misjudgment shouldn't be enough grounds to take a life.
No, I disagree with you because look, if you do not legalize it, people will go to quack doctors anyway who might end up not just kill the baby but the mother as well.
Why should I waste my time joining a long queue under the hot sun to vote for a political party knowing very well that nothing would be achieved at the end of the day?
Something will be achieved. It's your civic responsibility to turn out to vote.
Governments need to cater to every graduate, diversify the economy, invest in other sectors.
But the government cannot do it all. That is why we need the youth to take up the mantle and set up their own businesses. That is how we will create economic viability.
We take your views, that of the experts, and even attempts to find common ground. Join me, Marie-France Fojo, every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m.
And you're welcome back to your favorite morning show on TV. This is the AM Club on MX24 TV. We're having so much fun. Let me first of all announce to you that the 5th edition of one of Africa's largest beauty events is here. Makeup Ghana, in partnership with First Choice Hair and Beauty Salon, presents the African Makeup and Beauty Fair, slated for Wednesday the 17th and Thursday the 18th of November 2021 at the Dome Accra International Conference Center. And guys, guess what? Admission is free. Now, this Pan-African Beauty Festival is themed Transforming the Beauty Industry 5 years on, and is bringing together beauty brands and businesses as well as food vendors from all corners of the continent. To become an exhibitor, now call 055-255-5555. I'll take it again, 055-255-5555 now to register. Don't miss out. There's now time for our second segment on the AM Club. It's called Lifestyle Daily, and today we'll be having a conversation on the youth in politics. Now, given that the youth are the most energetic, lively, innovative and enthusiastic of most populations around the world, it is important that young people are given the opportunity to participate in political processes and contribute to national development. Ghana's 2021 statistics report that the youth make up approximately 57% of the population. Thus, the need for the youth's involvement in politics is unquestionable. In recent times, we have experienced an increase in the youth's participation in political discourse by way of social media campaigns like #FixTheCountry, among others. But is it just about posting on social media? That's the conversation we are having this morning, the need for the youth in politics and how best the youth can champion national development. And Edma is standing by to have that conversation.
Thank you very much, Godwin, for that introduction. But before we start the conversation, remember you are a major part of the show. So my question to you today is, do you think more youth are taking an active interest in politics these days? Well, share your experiences and reactions via our WhatsApp message on 0550331511, or you can just tweet at us at MX24GH with the hashtag DAMClub. So joining me on this conversation, we have Amtu Akufo Ameyao, who is Women's Commissioner, University Students Association of Ghana. She's also a politician and an activist. And also we have Ira Adams Karim, who is a broadcaster and social entrepreneur. And joining us via Zoom, we will have Edem Agbana, who is a politician and entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AM Club.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning to you out there. So today we're going to talk about the youth's participation in politics and how involving more youth can also shape our democracy here in Ghana. But before we start the conversation, let me just let you know that let's be very objective towards the topic today. And let's forget about any political colors, okay, and just focus on the conversation, okay? So, Ira, I'm going to start with you first. So, what does it mean or how important is it for the youth to participate in politics?
All right, thank you very much, and a very good morning to you and to all of your viewers and listeners out there. I think it's extremely important for us to have young people participating in politics. The reason being that young people are the future of this nation, and as much as we are the future, we also form part of the present. And so one of the things that I usually tell young people is that it's extremely important for us to be the architect who plan our future. And so we must not necessarily sit back and say, you know what, we are young, so let's wait till it's our opportunity before we jump in and do something. We must take active participation in planning out that kind of future that we want for ourselves. So whatever decisions that are made today, if they are stupid decisions, as young people we would suffer the consequences. If they are sensible decisions, as young people we would suffer the consequences as well. So it's important that we make participation in politics an active part of our life as youth, so that whatever future it is that we want for ourselves, we'll be able to get.
Absolutely, and you share the same sentiments, too.
I agree with him as well, because in as much as we assume that we are for the future, a lot of us are like 20 now, so you are directly involved in whatever happens, and then you feel whatever it is. If it's policy on employment, you're directly affected, or your relative is directly affected. If it's policy on health, if you are very young, it means that you are in your fruitful ages, and then you are directly affected by that. So I believe that in as much as we always say that the future is when the youth can participate, we actually have to make some steps to be able to like make sure that we are securing the kind of future that we want to enjoy.
Okay, so now the youth are more inclined to participate in informal processes than formal political and electoral areas. For example, activism, protest, and campaigning are common venues for the youth to participate in politics. But both can be a vivid resilience towards democracy. However, how do we bridge the gap between the two? And I'm coming to you again, Amte.
So bridging the gap between which one and which one?
So between informal processes and formal processes.
I'm sure you are saying informal processes like using social media,
exactly,
and things
campaigning, activism, going out there to protest, demonstrations, and all of that.
Rather than like the assumed formal process of like doing parliament and all of that.
Exactly.
I think,
and even taking part in voting and things like that, because over the years we've noticed that more and more youth are taking part in voting when it comes to elections. So how can we bridge the gap between having to go out there and protest all the time and also taking part in actual politics?
So I think right now we are understanding that we can't they are not exclusive of each other. They are like a part. If you want to be a part of the formal process, you still have to be a part of the informal process, or the informal process like fast tracks the formal process. So on campuses across the country, some years ago, you'd see, even for my campus, University of Ghana, you realize that when we're having election, you just have a few people coming out to vote. But as the years went by in a place like KNUST, you have full turnout, and you're asking that, is it too different from national election? I think that we are not made to understand that we are represented.
Exactly.
So because in like SRC, I know I'm a part of it. It's like someone from my class or something like that. But now that we're having like a lot of young people running for positions, we are feeling represented. So it's the reason why I won't just be on social media and type what my concerns are or what my opinions are. But then on the day of election, I would still go, I'll turn up and I would cast my votes, because I think education as well is increasing, the literacy is going up, so we understand what it is to be a citizen. It's not just about sitting down, because if you do not vote, somebody is going to vote on your behalf, and whether you like it or not, that's your decision. So we are beginning to understand what it takes, and we are trying to merge it with the progress that's been, because I mean the informal sessions are going on with increased technology development and things like that. So we are accepting that technology is going to go with us everywhere. So informal, formal, I think are not mutually exclusive anymore. They are like a part of the whole process. It's like together. You need one to get the other one right.
Okay, but Era, would you say that in this part of the world, meaning Ghana, the youth are more leaning towards informal politics than formal politics, especially because they feel excluded from formal politics, or they do not believe in whoever is representing them?
Yeah, well, I think that to a large extent, lots of young people in the past and even presently are more inclined to the informal way of doing politics. Reason being that lots of young people have not really been educated as far as formal politics comes to play. A lot of people do not see the reason why they need to be in that space. Because till today, I still get people tell me, you know what, I don't have an interest in politics. I never feel like voting. But then maybe when you decide to run for office someday, I think that would be the reason why I'll vote. Or when somebody else I believe in decides to run for office someday, that would be the reason why I would vote. And so that's one of the challenges that we face. I think it's high time that young people come to the understanding that, you know what, it does not necessarily have to do with you knowing someone running for office. Rather, it has to do with the competence of whoever it is that's running for office. So whether you know the person or not, is the person competent enough to do the stuff that we expect the person to do? If the person is competent enough, then we need to give the person the nod and then move away from, that bit of, I don't want to vote, I'm not interested in voting. Even on campus, you still get people saying, you know what, I'm not interested in voting, because at the end of the day, y'all are just a bunch of corrupt young men and women who are going to come and steal and plunder our resources and get out there. But until we get young people to understand that, look, even if it's 2 people that vote at the end of the day, right, and they vote for a stupid person, we are all going to suffer. So if you're reasonable enough, if you're sensible enough, and you identify someone that you think is going to be reasonable and sensible enough, why don't you come out and give that person the nod, right? Another reason why a lot of young people would choose to go with the informal bit is that formal politics in Ghana is extremely expensive. If you look at the research that was conducted by CDD recently, now to become a president in Ghana, you need not less than 100 million USD. That's about 600 million cedis, And if you want to become a member of parliament, you need about $4 million to run for office as a member of parliament. The question is that, how is a young person like me going to raise $4 million to get into parliament? Even people who are being appointed as MMDCs have to grease palms, have to pay bribes. You want to become an assemblyman, you have to pay bribes. So at the end of the day, where is the money for young people to get into that space, right? So it becomes extremely expensive. Now you have to, you know, lick boots, you have to lick quote unquote,
bottoms.
You know, exactly. to be able to raise money to get into that space. So what happens at the end of the day is that you get there and you need to pay people back. That's when you're giving people.
So you still don't have the full power of actually running the country as a leader.
Exactly. Then the age factor also comes in. Now, Constitution says that.
Hold your thoughts on there. That will come later. Okay. But joining us via Zoom, we have Edma Agvana, who's a politician and entrepreneur. Edem, good morning. Hello, Edem. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. You're absolutely welcome. So, prior to you joining the conversation, we just spoke about the importance of having the youth participate in politics. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Let me say good morning to all our cherished viewers and also to my friends in the studio, especially Karim. An amazing young man. I've known him all the way from the University of Ghana when he was a student politician. And I'm really proud of what he's doing. I just don't understand the reason for his latest haircut, but
I will fix that. Don't worry, we'll fix that.
we'll talk about it. But it's nice though. I mean, Karim has always been a nice guy. Now, you asked a very important question. And for me, as a young person in politics, my experience and what I go through daily, I'm very happy that we're having this conversation. It is not easy to be a young person in politics in Ghana. Across the world, everywhere, in every democracy, people are encouraging young people to be key decision makers, to have a seat on the decision-making table. Because we cannot afford not to be interested in politics.
Absolutely.
We cannot afford not to be interested because we are the majority. And the decisions that are taken by the policy makers, by the politicians, are decisions that will affect our future.
Yes.
For example, recently there was a conference, or COP26, a conference on climate change. Our President Akufo-Addo, is in his 70s. The decisions and the outcome of COP26 may start manifesting in the next 20, 25, 30 years. By which time we pray for long life when he will be so old, maybe he may not be too bothered by the outcome of the decisions. But you and I, in our early 20s, in our early 30s, are the ones that will bear the full brunt of some of these decisions. And so you cannot afford to be a young person and say, you are not interested in politics. Now let me tell you the truth. Our society, Ghana, people are very hypocritical about youth participation in politics.
Absolutely.
The same people who encourage young people to enter into politics, especially the media, are the same people who do things, say things to discourage us. I'll give you an example. Not too long ago, a very popular, very celebrated morning show host in Ghana was talking about how young people enter into politics just because they want to get rich quick and all of that. Then, few days later, I recorded that conversation. Few days later, he was still talking about how too many old people are in the system. So I called him and I said, my brother, you are the same people saying that young people should have a seat at the decision-making table. But when young people are trying to enter into the space, instead of thinking and having conversations that will shape how they will do things differently, so that they don't repeat the same mistakes that the older generation are making, you discourage them, you cast all sorts of insinuations on them. And so, as a young person in politics, my stark reality that I live, my bitter truth is that almost every morning, you wake up questioning whether or not it is worth it being a young politician.
Okay, Edem, with that being said, the youth of Ghana have played an important role in both local and national politics since the inception of the Fourth Republic. However, in developed democracies, one factor that motivates the youth in playing an active role in politics is political ideology. And that is because it shapes the political future of the youth, like you just mentioned, and like Ora also just mentioned. However, there is a seeming irrelevance of political ideology among the youth. Would you say it's because of the lack of education on those ideologies, or the youth have just given up on these ideologies?
Very important question. I don't think that the youth have given up on ideology. We have to be mindful of our history as a country. If you look at Ghana or even the entire continent of Africa, we have a history of colonialism.
Yes.
And so the very first motivation for activism and people entering into politics at the time was liberation.
Yes.
It wasn't issue about whether some economic philosophy and all of that. Now, even if you look at the advanced economies that we have, the advanced democracies, the dynamics, the issues that shape the conversation on philosophy keeps changing. In the past, you could not win an election in Europe if you do not belong to a socialist party or a social democratic party. But today, there is a general decline in issues of solidarity, issues of equal justice. People are now veering towards some new ideologies. And so, how can we shape the conversation? It is by getting lots of young people into the space. For example, even when I had finished Legon and I had served as a former SRC president, when I get back to campus and I have political conversations with people like Karim and co, we have common terms like, oh, you are a socialist, you are this, you are that, because we understand the concepts. But many of the older folks that we have in our politics, their motivation for entering into the space was either for liberation or to fight for their people. So it was not really a regimented philosophical space. But what are the issues that are shaping the conversation today? First one is good governance. And so who can shape the proper conversation? It's the young people.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, we only talk about youth in politics, encouraging people, but the right atmosphere to encourage young people to enter into the politics and thrive and make key decisions at the decision-making table are not there. Personally, I have suffered a lot of verbal abuse. Several times you sit on set, TV or radio with members of parliament, with older people from the other political parties. And when you are making a point, instead of them assessing the point based on the fact or the research you have done or what you are saying, I mean, generally the weight of what you are saying, the first thing they will tell you is that you a small boy, how dare you talk about
Adam, we will definitely share more light on that particular topic as well. But let me come back in studio to Ira. Ira, we all know that democracy is a political system where the government is ruled either directly by the people or through elected officials who represent them. However, would you say that the youth are underrepresented in our government? And if yes, why?
I mean, absolutely. The youth are underrepresented in our government, and those are part of the reasons are the issues that I mentioned earlier, that for you to get into the political landscape in our country is extremely expensive for young people to get there. So it's difficult getting young people to run for office such as Member of Parliament, or it's difficult getting young people to be appointed MMDCs. The only part you may get some young people would have to do maybe assembly members. But the question is that to what extent, you know, can their influence go? But for instance, if you have a young man as a member of parliament, if you have a young person leading the ministry such as the Ministry of Communication, right? You realize that IT is becoming a thing today. So if you have a young person in that space, it means what's going to happen is that you're going to get a lot of young people occupying certain other spaces within that ministry. Let's take a look at the Ministry of Agric, for instance. Look at the old man who is running that ministry today. How are we going to get youth participation? But if you have younger people who understand agribusiness, who understand that, look, there are new technologies that we need to include as far as agriculture is concerned, right? Then you're going to get many more young people
But does it necessarily mean that we need to have a young person in that position, or can we have somebody who is slightly older, then with an innovative mindset that will bring the youth closer?
I think that we need young people in there.
Okay.
Because young people better understand the problems of young people. It's more like you cannot get a rich man to understand how it means to walk to Saito every morning and back. So when that person is increasing taxes, he doesn't give a damn because he does not suffer the same consequences, right? But if you have young people in that space, they better understand the plight of young people. They have constant interaction with fellow young people who tell them what the issues are. Young people feel free to approach them and all of that. And so honestly, I feel that young people are not fully represented when it comes to our democracy, and that makes our democracy very questionable.
Okay, and what about you?
Yeah, I think we're making some strides with youth participation in our democracy, but I don't think it's the best. Because in as much as we have some very young CEOs, some of the people that have the opportunity as young people to represent us do not make it a very nice thing for us to also want to be a part of, because some of them are not even very open to young people. Meanwhile, you're just like a few years older than the people that want to be like you. So I believe that we have a long way to go with youth participation in our country. I do not really believe I'm not too much of the view that, I mean, you need to have like a young person to understand a young person, in as much as it's a reality that a man can be a feminist and share in your ideologies, but he would not feel it like a woman
or understand it because they have not experienced it.
So you can have someone in any ministry that's old, has kids and can understand how their children can feel, but they would not feel it as much as the young person would feel it. So I must say we have youth participation now. It's better. I mean, it's way encouraging than some republics before us, and even in the earlier years of the republic, of the Fourth Republic. But we have a lot more to do.
Let me even add that let's look at the government that we have presently. Just pick out 8 ministers within this government, put their ages together, and you're getting about 800 years. All right,
and you feel like that's worrying?
It's very worrying. Because look at other countries, even prime ministers, presidents, as young as 35, as young as 40.
But I mean, I think that comes back to the fact that it's very expensive, because a lot of the people
and there's a constitutional limitation.
Yes, because you have to start
we'll talk about.
I think 40 years, right?
We need to.
Yes, we'll talk about that. But then, Edma, are you still on?
Yes, I'm on.
Okay, so let me quickly ask you this. In 2013, a survey was conducted by Van Jampo with all young parliamentarians and some 4,400 young people. And the conclusion was that the number of young people in Ghana's parliament does not necessarily guarantee youth representation in national decision-making. So how do we create a relationship between youth in Ghana's parliament and youth representation?
Well, I agree with that particular research by Professor Jampo, because there are various levels of decision making, and so Parliament is just one of the arms, and even Parliament, we all know, has certain limitations in terms of influencing decision making. And so the question is, when you want to really look at the youth representation in a government, look at the cabinet of the government, because cabinet is where the key policy decisions are made. And so a particular president can appoint 100 ministers. Out of the 100, he would appoint 40 young people. And so you will celebrate and think that you have 40% being represented. But maybe out of the 100, the 19 that are in cabinet, none of them may be a young person. And so these are the key dynamics that we ought to be looking at. How can we improve this? Beyond Parliament, we must ensure that government's commitment to getting young people represented at every level of decision making is key.
Both local and national.
Yes, both local and national. At the local level, at the national and even international level. When you are appointing various CEOs of the various organizations, what are their ages? Recently, somebody like Samir Uku was appointed as NLA Director General, and I was surprised to learn that he's the youngest ever for that position. But you ask yourself, who have been managing these institutions all this while and all that. So the point is that we need to get more young people in the space. But I agree with the point that our lady made.
Yes.
She made a point that having young people there is not even necessarily enough proof that there is representation of young people.
Absolutely.
But the point is that when you have young people there is something called representative politics. And so there's a reason why gender activists have been advocating or fighting that women should be given a space at the table.
Yes.
The same thing for the youth. The point is that you may not have every young person there representing the interest of young people, but it takes young people to represent that. So get more people into the space, always have some margin of error, but at the end of the day, majority will come out very successful.
Okay.
And I keep saying this, especially in student politics. You will go to an institution, they will tell you that this school, we have had only one female SRT president, and she was terrible. And so we don't want to vote for a lady again. I said, you have had 100 males, 95 of them were terrible, but you keep voting for them. And you say, so the point is that don't say, maybe there's a young person who got the opportunity and disappointed. Because of that, you are going to keep the door shut to other young people. What we need to do is to keep the door open. Encourage young people to get into politics. Get them to understand that it is about our future, it is about us, it is about creating and shaping the kind of country that we want.
Okay, so would you then agree that for young people to feel the need to participate in politics, then they need to eventually be educated at the very lowest level? So maybe from, let's say, class 6, JSS 1, you know, JHS, sorry, not JSS, but JHS, is that what it is? Yes, JHS 2 and all of that. They need to now be taught about politics and social studies as well. Would you agree with me, Adam?
Okay. Is that coming to me or to Adam?
Oh, sorry.
I think I'd agree, because it's better for people to have an understanding of the entire political landscape before they get into the space. The reason why we are seeing the mess that we see presently, it's because a lot of people who do not really understand what politics is about. They don't understand what leadership is about. And when you look at our democracy, for instance, it's just more like it's a playground for people who have made money, or people who have connections with rich people. And so the politician and then the rich man, they are those who are running our democracy today. But that should not be the case. Democracy should be an open space where anybody, irrespective of where you come from, irrespective of how much money you have, irrespective of what you are, who you are, you should be given a space on the table. But that would happen if education is more accessible. People have a better appreciation and understanding of their civic duties as Ghanaians. Then we can open it up, and then we can now look at how can we bring in reforms as far as political party, election financing comes to play. Because even if I have the knowledge, I have what it takes, I have all the leadership qualities, and I do not have the money, then it becomes problematic, right? But if there are reforms as far as political party financing is concerned, then I know that even if I do not have the money, the state would fund my campaign. The state would give me an opportunity to be able to solicit funding from people, but put a cap on it, so I don't need about $100,000 to run for office to become president, right? And all of these. So all of these are things that we need to start looking at. We need to start looking at, the age limit that our constitution puts on, getting into politics. Not
but then, Amtu, did you also agree with that?
Yes, I think my concern is really about the age limits on what age you can.
Okay, so now with the age limits, since it's everybody's concern here, this is actually one of my favorite questions on there. And yesterday when I was doing my research, I was like, I need to ask this question. And we need to be realistic as well, okay, as young people here. And I would also want Adam to also participate in this question. But my question is, as we all know, according to Chapter 8 of Article 62 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, a person shall not be qualified for election as the President of Ghana unless A, he or she is a citizen of Ghana by birth, B, he or she has attained the age of 40 years old. And that's where we're going to basically fix our conversation right now. So now, would you say that, let's just say, if the 1992 Constitution is amended to qualify younger individuals for elections as President of Ghana, would it bring a more positive or negative impact for the youth? And the reason why I ask this is that in Ghana, we are deeply rooted in our cultural behavior. And we have this culture of the elder being right the whole time. So when an elderly person is speaking, the child does not talk. When an elderly person has made a point, the child or the younger person
have an opportunity to
exactly.
contribute.
So now if you find a person at the highest level, being the state head of a nation, would you think that person, that young person, will still have the impact that they can have as a leader, or they will be not necessarily bullied, but then they'll be submerged or suppressed by the elder generation? And that goes to you, Eden.
All right, Karim.
Oh, sorry, Karim.
No, I understand. So let me bring in this scenario, right? When you look at the traditional setting within Ghana, a lot of our chieftaincy titles are, how do they call it? Was more like inheritance, let me put it that way. So you're giving birth to a child. Once your father dies, you become, the king. Sometimes you're young. Our Shantihine, for instance, was an extremely young man when he became a Shantihine. There were older people before him.
But I think it also comes from culture, because our culture forces us to respect people in leadership.
Of course. I've been to working spaces where, even though I was more qualified, and that was happened when I first moved to Ghana and I was working for a company, the fact that I was younger than the majority of the people in that particular company, it was like when they tell me to do something, or when I tell them to even do something because I am at a higher position than them, it's like you're not allowed to tell me that.
I'll come there. That's what I'm saying. I'm just giving you a scenario so that we can debunk that thing of, okay, because someone is older. So even within that setting, we've had instances where there are younger kings and older subjects, even an older council of elders, right? But at the end of the day, it has to do with the personality of the individual in question. Because we have young people that older people listen to. And I've said this on my platform before, that old age is not synonymous to wisdom.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
And so you can have people as old as 100 years and they will still mess up. And you can have a young person come in and be the game changer. So that age factor is something that we need to wash away. Two, I think that the world is evolving. Lots of young people lots of older people are beginning to understand that it's important for us to give young people an opportunity to lead and to serve. So let's not, try to eat them up or chew them. Though that cultural perception is still there that, younger people have to be in the background for older people to take the space. But, times are changing. A lot of people are growing. A certain generation is being washed out. We're getting a generation that's more open-minded, that understands that young people can also lead and all of that. So I think that, yes, there's a need for us to change that particular clause, within our constitution, open it up and give young people an opportunity.
Okay, Edem, and would you agree with Karim?
Yeah, I agree largely with Karim. And I think that, yes, with regards to the age, everywhere in the world, they are reducing or lowering the standard, the bar in terms of the age restrictions. Nigerians are embarking on what they call the youth can lead. We have big democracies like France electing a 33-year-old Emmanuel Macron as president. And what is Ghana's GDP? That you have to be 40 or something. I think that the age factor must be looked at. However, I must also be quick to add that even if it is made 18 or 21, it is not without removing the barriers that actually make it difficult for young people to participate in the process. It's still going to be difficult to have a young president. As we speak, to be a member of parliament, you need to be 21 years. 21. But many young people are finding it difficult to even come up, because Karim spoke about finances. That is just one. There are still some places where people will look at you and say, you want to be MP, you are too young. You are this. You are even maybe approaching 30, or you are in 30 years and all of that. And so, beyond reducing the age, we still have to pave the way by removing a lot of barriers. But why do we have to reduce the age? Reducing it will put a standard and motivate young people. But for the fact that going to parliament, you needed to be 21 years, 23 years, Francisca Otin could not have made it to parliament. 25 years, Jocelyn Tete could not have made it to parliament. So the point is that remove it and let us reduce the other barriers. And we'll see young people fighting for it. Wisdom and leadership is never synonymous with age. Experience is critical, is important, but cannot be a reason to prevent somebody from becoming leader of this country.
Thank you very much for sharing that with that. Very quickly, before we wrap up the conversation.
Like in society,
yes,
right? In as much as we also have the habit of saying that, okay, so someone has to be old,
yes,
for us to respect them. We also respect positions, we respect portfolios.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that if, like they rightly said, if you reduce the age limit, you reduce the pricing for running for office, we would still respect the person because the person occupies the position. Because I mean, it's ingrained in our society.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining me on this wonderful, wonderful conversation. Unfortunately, this is all time would let us talk about. However, I would like to say a very big thank you to Amtu Akumfi,
yes, please,
Ameya, who is a Women's Commissioner, University Students Association of Ghana, and a politician and also an activist, and also Ira Adams Karim, who is a broadcaster and social entrepreneur, and also Edem Agbana, who joined us via Zoom. Thank you very much. He's a politician and an entrepreneur. Thank you very much for joining us on this fantastic conversation. I hope that everybody learned a lot. Unfortunately, we weren't able to read some of the comments, but we will do that in subsequent shows right here on the AM Club. But before we wrap up the conversation, let me leave you with this song by Sa Cordier featuring Manifest, and it's called Brown Paper.
Why you so angry? I'm angry because it's been going on forever. Enough is enough.
It's been a great first year. From the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24. Or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year. From the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24. Or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless and factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year. From the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24. Or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless and factual content. It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB-T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24, or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless and
And welcome back from that brilliant discussion on youth and politics. Oh, I enjoyed it so much. You're still watching the AM Club, coming to you from our Silicon Square studios here in East Legon. And it's Tuesday, so we're having so much fun. It's almost time of the year. We are counting down to Accra's creamiest festive event. Now, this Christmas season, ARC event in partnership with MX24 are bringing back the ice cream fair. All day and into the night, we are freezing time with all your favorite ice cream flavors from Accra's finest ice cream vendors. Now, get ready for the live music, the photo ops, the giveaways, the games, and more. The ice cream fair is on Boxing Day, that's 26th of December 2021. And to get a stand, just call 055-807-7440. 055-807-7440 and follow as Ice Cream Fair Ghana on social media to stay posted for all updates.
Did I ever tell you that I like your voice?
Oh, thank you so much.
I love the way you speak.
Thank you so much,
I actually
Edma.
love it.
You just caught me off guard.
Yes, I know. It was on purpose.
Nice one. Thank you, Edma. And it's now time for Travel Tuesday. And of course, your hostess with the mostest, ladies and gentlemen,
Miss Drew. Is in studio.
Hey, Miss Drew, what's good? What's good?
Oh, I feel like I've missed you guys. I haven't sat down with you guys for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
It's longer. That means you really don't miss me. Wow.
Oh, Miss Drew.
I was actually about to say a month.
Really?
See, yes, that's the energy I'm feeling. You know,
exactly.
a month. But it's okay.
I know you're messing with me. I know you're messing with me.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Miss Drew, you had so much. I feel like she has the most fun on the AM Club, like on the shows. She's good. She's traveling Ghana.
No, on the MX24. Period.
True. Listen.
You have the most fun. You're the presenter to go to for any travel tips. And when it comes to traveling, taking amazing pictures, posting on social media, listen, you're the go-to person.
I'm not going to lie.
Speaking of which, you enjoy, look at that beautiful scene.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Behind us, you enjoyed the Volta region this weekend.
I did.
So we had a partnership with Move Africa, and you guys toured the Volta region. You went to Woolly Waterfalls, and it was a Woolly Waterfalls experience.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Nah, the waterfalls were amazing. This is my 9th waterfall out of the 22 in Ghana.
Wow.
So I literally was really happy to finally see Woolly Falls. So many times I've had to postpone my trip, but I made it. Can you see I'm just having the time of my life?
I know.
Did you just see that image? Please take us back to that image. Miss Drew.
Yeah, man. So we went there. We also went to see like monkeys. We had like monkeys climbing all over us. We did a hike.
Oh, there it is. Look at
it was really good. It was really nice experience. It was a whole day, like legit. I left my house at 4 a.m. and we got back at 2 a.m.
Was it worth it?
2 a.m. the next, Sunday morning.
Sunday 2 a.m.
It was like nearly like a full 24-hour
Oh, look
trip.
at them. So there you have it. Brenda, head
Some
of
the team were there.
production here.
Ziggy.
Ziggy. Chichi, our producer, Ofuriwa.
But then,
having fun.
okay, so tell us exactly what you did on the day.
Okay, so again, like Move Africa are just lit, you know. So we all met up at the mall. Yeah. They give you like breakfast on the way. You get to choose whether you want sandwiches or you want watching. There's like music vibes on the bus. Then we went to our first stop. So first it was about 3.5 hours to. Let me say it right. The Gembi. I think this is the Gembi Mountain.
Listen.
Gebemi.
Listen, we have an issue pronouncing this. You didn't get it on me. This is how I pronounced it. Gebemi. This is what I said the first time. I said
the UK people said Gebemi. Someone said Bemi.
Oh.
Gemi.
Bemi, whatever. It was a mountain. Now this little, it was like a mountain hill. It was literally like the highest human settlement in Ghana.
Wow.
Literally. So it was really cool. It's just, I mean, I don't know about you, I'm not an insect fan. I don't really like flies. So when we got to the top, there was like a swarm of these. To me, I just thought it was demonic, but it was just a swarm of these flies that were just everywhere. So I couldn't stay where they were to take their pictures. But I literally went, hi MX24, I made it to the top and ran back down.
Wow.
Because
but did you have like a spray, like an insect spray?
It's not about insect spray. It's like they are
all over.
All over.
Baby, I'm sure there's a
when you see the video,
geographic.
Like, no
reason for that.
Listen, I'm telling you, you wouldn't have been able to do it. If I couldn't, you wouldn't have been able to do it. So it legit, when you see the video, even when they're filming, you can see the flies everywhere.
All over.
It was horrible, but it was still a great experience. I made it there before all of these lot. When I was coming down, they were now climbing up.
Wow. Wow.
You know what? We should check it out.
Yes, definitely.
Let's all right, guys. So yeah, let's have a look. Travel Tuesday.
Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Drew, your hostess with the mostest. It is like early in the morning and we are moving. Yeah man, we are going all the way to the Volta region. It's gonna be lit, it's gonna be excited. I can't wait. I'm so sorry that you're not here, but what you need to do is stick and stay because we're about to show you the litness that's about to go down throughout the day. So don't go anywhere. It's MX24 baby. Mwah! We made it to Bemi Mountain in the Volta region. Oh my God, it was tiring, it was exhausting, but we did it. What's the history behind this particular place?
Actually, Amanjofe means origin of human, and this is the highest human settlement in West Africa, and also Mountain Game is the second highest mountain in Ghana.
Wow!
And it's about 2,744 above sea level.
It was awesome. I really enjoyed it, but very stressing.
Hi. How was it for you guys?
It was exciting. It wasn't as difficult as Afajatu was, but this was a lot easier. It was fun.
Brenda, how was it like? MX24, of course, did this magic. Yes. How was it like?
Well, as MX always does it, we are fun. We are fearless and we are factual. In fact, in this particular on this particular trip, we've had all three. There was a point I felt like giving up, but then the fearless part of me said, "Brenda, move on. You can do it. You can do it."
Yes, guys, of course, it's your girl, Miss Drew. I'm back. Now, thank you, Chi for doing all those interviews up there with those demonic flies. I just couldn't do it. I did get there before her, but now I'm about to find out who made it and who didn't. So let's see. How was your experience? Did you make it?
Unfortunately not.
What happened?
I just got very panicky and Anyway, I got to see the course from here, so that was a good experience.
That's a good thing. Oh my God.
So many flies, but it was worth it. The view was beautiful. It was breathtaking. So I'm really glad. I almost returned, but I said, no, I have to make it to the top.
You're strong. We made it to the Blue Falls, man. Mission accomplished. MX24 joined with Move Africa. Now let's see how the people are feeling. How was your waterfall experience?
It's amazing. It's a beautiful experience. It's great to watch nature. It's awesome to be here.
Talk to me about the experience.
So I've loved it. We started with a hike, Mount Getty, which was phenomenal. It was a very, very nice views. The monkeys were super cute, so I love the monkeys. And then the waterfall, I mean, just look behind me, it's spectacular. Yeah.
Hey.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
She's like literally standing here like watching nature. We're interrupting her zen, guys. There we go. We're interrupting her zen. Let's keep it moving. Fish is here. Oh my God. Let me interrupt his. Let me photobomb. Fish. We have to say, well done times 50,000 to you, man.
I didn't do anything.
How you? No. Listen, Fish. You're like the brain behind it all. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Now, how do you feel? This is trip number 34? 35? Yeah. Guys, you know people on their 35th birthday, like they celebrate the most, right? Yeah. So, what was the highlight today? I mean, you've done this 50 million times, or 35 times. But what has been the highlight for today?
The waterfall. I mean, coming to like the highest waterfall in West Africa, taking a swim in the pool over here, touching the rock, being under the water, letting it hit your body.
You know what, actually? He's talking as if he went into the water today. He didn't. Look how dry his top is. He didn't go. Okay, we are inside the water. All right, everybody, cheese! Okay, guys, that's it from MX24 Travel Tuesday. Make sure you watch Moments on Friday where you get the full video. We out.
Wow, that was absolutely amazing. I watched that with a smile on my face, right? From the very beginning to the end.
I can feel the jealousy, guys.
I
really
know,
upset.
right? I was just watching it. I was at Chimaka Golf Club doing fundraising.
Okay.
That's nice.
No,
so yeah, that's also nice.
That's a beautiful experience.
I loved it.
Yes,
totally.
I loved it.
Totally.
But then, what were people's reaction towards the trip? I mean, you did interview them and you did ask quite a few of them how they felt about the whole experience. But then overall,
overall it was really, a lot of people were really happy because there was a mixed group. There were 50% of them were people who have just come to Ghana or want to see what Ghana has got to offer. And then the other 50% were people that are actually born and raised in Ghana and have never gone outside of Accra to actually see different things in your own country. So it was a great experience for everybody on both ends. Everybody was really like, and I mean, when you go with Move, the vibe was literally just the vibe was literally just amazing. So everybody was making new friends, networking. There wasn't anyone who was like, oh my God, you know, I'm just trying to do my own thing. Like, even when you're trying to sleep, they're not allowing you to sleep.
I'm super jealous right now because the two of you have experienced Move Africa. I haven't, but I think the next one, I am not missing it.
The next one.
Yes.
They're doing a lot of things. Are you going to fly a plane?
I love Godwin.
Heights, wonderful. We will do it. We'll see. I'll talk to my hometown people and see.
They will agree and allow you first.
Anyways, I miss you. That was a wonderful experience.
Yes, it was.
And like we said, we are encouraging everybody when the next Move Africa
1000%.
We're definitely encouraging everybody to come on board.
So jump on
Let's
board,
have an
guys.
experience. It's a beautiful place.
Yes.
Anyways, Miss Ju, hostess with the mostest.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for coming through with Travel Tuesday.
As per.
I envy you. Next week you're coming with another one.
I know, like when you guys see it, oh my God, I think the next one is going to be like more Edma style.
Really?
Like
Woo!
she's gonna really be like, oh my god, I need to go to this place.
Excited.
You tell you that
I'm
she has
excited.
this thing. Don't mind.
I have what?
No,
I'm excited.
Nah,
she knows what I like.
She'll get someone to take her. Don't worry, it's
Interesting.
nice.
Anyway, thank you very much for that, Miss Drew. You're still watching the AM Club. Travel Tuesday done, Lifestyle Daily done, Coffee Daily done. We're about to jump onto the plug and say bye-bye to you. But in the meantime, here is What's by Edem. Enjoy.
Cheese. Volta, Texas Ranger. Blood Club. Idiot. Back off. Boy. Yeah. Pull up in the street sober. Jalu kofa zoro koma over. Adafia no gang pull up over. Kaji kofa butia kofa over. Hey tongue but the kofa over. Akachi a boss so ga kofa over. Gang till we die over. Bando hokwe do the over. Whoa. Bavu Alaba Ghana va, Mia Dakpana Mauga, Lenuna Naota, Apagama Michu, we keep it on the low, but everybody know. Everybody gonna they hold a come ya tell me lika coco. Over your come also police have fo. Namiba Nagba never know. Lucia no na shina kana trouble closer low. Pull up in the streets sober. Jalu comfort zoro koma over. Adafia no gang pull up over. Kaji kofa butia kofa over. Hey town but the kofa over. Akachi a boss so ga kofa over. Gang till we die over. Bando hokwe do the over. Whoa. Bavu
Megbe yingo mi fato Kati wokata uvato Migbe wokata uvato Toki chali gogo nongo mi fato
Big time boys, take us a bum in the car, yeah. Multiple shirts, multiple weight, I'm gonna charge you my car, yeah. Think I formula, Edma formula, I got the bitches on call, yeah. I'm gonna vegan, ain't time right, nigga, for it.
Achan, uyona mi bana, jima clock, plama say, but it changed the other day. When I started getting money, when I started to rent the range, nothing was ever the same. We the control the street. When me fo, but me I will a game and I see go. Papa pinya la yi go. Gangsta ma find out tak po. Look, I know say you know say we know say look you want do it like we, but the fact say you the see say we were the front and they make you know like we.
Pull up in the streets sober. Jalu kofa zoro koma over. Adafia no gang pull up over. Kaji kofa butia kofa over. Hey town but the kofa over. Akachi a boss so ga kofa over.
Factual content.
Hello?
It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social It's been a great first year, from the engaging shows that are now part of your daily routine.
This homecoming era has never been this fascinating.
Now it's time we took things up a notch. To the excitement on our social media timelines. Join us in celebrating 13 months of giving you fun, fearless and factual content.
I love it.
As we unveil a new bouquet of shows, amazing events, and incredible giveaways. Stay tuned over the next couple weeks as we turn things up. Scan your DVB T2 compatible TV or multi-TV decoder to MX24. Or stay up to date with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. MX at 1.3. Let there be fun. Celebrating 13 months of fun, fearless and factual content.
On Opposing Views, we talk about the issues that sharply divide opinion, regardless of the discomfort.
Abortion is a no-no. As a human being, you must take responsibility for all your actions and inactions. Your misjudgment shouldn't be enough grounds to take a life.
No. I disagree with you because look, if you do not legalize it, people will go to quack doctors anyway who might end up not just kill the baby but the mother as well.
Why should I waste my time, join a long queue under the hot sun to vote for a political party, knowing very well that nothing would be achieved at the end of the day?
Something will be achieved. It's your civic responsibility to turn out to vote.
Governments need to cater to every graduate, diversify the economy, invest in other sectors.
But the government cannot do it all. That is why we need the youth to take up the mantle and set up their own businesses. That is how we will create economic viability.
We take your views, that of the experts, and even attempts to find common ground. Join me, Marie-France Fojo, every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m.
Guys, we are back. MX24 is still bringing you loads of fun, fearless, and of course factual content right here on the AM Club. And if you missed anything, don't forget to catch it all up on our YouTube page at MX24GH, where you can find full episode or the best highlights of our show, really. So do make sure that you also subscribe to our YouTube channel at MX24GH.
Indeed, and it's now time for the plug, ladies and gentlemen. And as we've been telling you over and over and over, it's now time to bring you more details of the 5th edition of the Africa Makeup Beauty Fair.
Yes.
And like I always say it in our mentions, it's the Ghana Beauty Makeup, look what I'm saying. Ghana Makeup and First Choice Hair and Beauty Salon coming together in partnership also with MX24 TV to bring you the African Makeup Beauty Fair. 5 years, my goodness, we're going to talk all about it. And we have, of course, should I say Executive Director, President, Team Lead, Head of
CEO, Founder.
Annie, Becca. I call her Becca.
Rebecca Donko.
Becky.
Just because he knows her. But her name is Rebecca Donko.
Now let me state first of all that Becca she has the gift of organizing stuff. I must say, she was organizing secretary when we were on campus.
Wow.
Unlimited.
Wow, that's amazing. So it didn't start from now.
No, my goodness.
Yeah, you have like 12 years of experience.
She's been doing this for a long time, and
that's
it's amazing. And now, 5 years on, you've been doing the Africa Makeup Beauty Fair. My goodness. Tell us all about it, how it started, why you started it in the first place.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Good morning to your viewers. So 5 years ago, we set out on a journey to be at the forefront of empowering the Africa beauty industry, starting from Ghana towards excellence. The vision is for the industry to reach its full economic potential across how practitioners practice and across how businesses run. I mean, the whole transformation agenda.
Yes.
Trying to transform the industry. And so we've done this over the years through 4 pillars.
Yeah.
We have the events. So the 2 key events we do every year is the Africa Makeup and Beauty Fair. And then we have the Ghana Makeup Awards. That is now the Ghana Beauty Awards because we've expanded to include all the various sectors of the industry. And so over the past 5 years, every year we bring together brands from across Africa. Wow. At one place where we throw light on what the industry has and talk of makeup, talk of hair, talk of skincare, talk of even the regulators, and talk of the schools. And we also try to discuss issues affecting the industry and look at things that will help the industry grow. So over the years, we've discussed topics on standards and topics on code of practice, topics around branding. And we've also seen increase in the number of exhibitors and even the countries that take part. And so even this year we have countries, we have people from US, we have Nigeria, we have South Africa, we have London, we have Benin, taking part. But when we started, it wasn't like the first year was just Ghana. And then second year you had Ghana, Nigeria, third year you had
there's
Ghana,
been
Nigeria,
a very
transformation,
great growth from this event. So now we are sharing light on how the event has grown over the years. But then let's also talk about the challenges putting together such an event.
So the challenges, you know, people have a perception about beauty.
Yes.
I mean, nobody looks at the impact, the economic impacts that beauty contributes to.
Absolutely.
Nobody look at the number of jobs that the industry is creating, reducing unemployment, monies that are coming in. Everybody looks at, it's sort of vain, like which we need, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, you're blockheaded, you're not smart.
Absolutely.
So we've always used this platform also to change the narrative. There are people who are not finding jobs. People are even dropping their jobs in the banking, in the telcos, just to join the industry because it's lucrative.
Absolutely.
You know, the industry is employing a lot of people. So over the years, it has been a challenge. Because of that, when you approach corporate institutions for sponsorship, they're always like, oh, beauty. Sort of, they don't want to do that association, which is sad because we're part of the informal sector. That's about 70% of the industry. You know, so it's sad that you have corporate people who don't want to associate. So it makes funding a bit difficult, you know, So, I mean, for me, that is the main challenge that we've had over the years. That negative perception people have.
Exactly.
And because of that,
industry,
the kind of support you would want is limited. But then government has also been very supportive. Over the years, we've had support from the then Business Development Ministry. They've given a lot of funding to the industry to help grow their businesses. We've had support from CODVET, Council for Technical Vocational Education Training, which is under the Ministry of Education. And even the current Ministry of Tourism, the minister has been very supportive. So from the government bit, it hasn't been that bad. I think after COVID, there was this relief program that NBSSI, now GES, is doing. And then we got about 10 of the industry people benefiting. I mean, 10 businesses benefiting with funding support. So that hasn't been bad. It's just the corporate bit. But you know, it's the corporate who bring you the money.
Absolutely.
So that, I mean, that has been the challenge that we faced.
And to add to what you're saying, I'll have the corporate people know that Kylie Jenner, who has a makeup brand.
Oh, yes.
And she became, at the point, she almost became the youngest billionaire.
No, she is.
Now it's Rihanna.
But so Rihanna has also ventured into beauty. I mean, every single person who ventures into beauty at one point becomes a
millions of money from it.
Of course.
So we could empower our people, our young people.
The thing is that what people have this negative perception about makeup, and they feel like makeup are only used to, you know, to amplify your beauty or any things like that. But then when you go to, for example, a studio, Universal Studio, for example, they literally have a whole department of makeup because you use makeup for so many artistic films, movies, to create looks and all of that. You need makeup for all these. Exactly, you need makeup for all these things. And so people really are not necessarily educated about that.
What we call special effects. It's all makeup and
of course.
And besides that, look at the confidence that it brings out. If you see somebody who has not made up and hasn't done their hair, the way they talk, the way they walk is different glammed up, they are glammed up both face and hair, and you see them walking chest out, shoulder, you know, that confidence. You're able to cover your acne, your black spots, and then still feel good about yourself, you know. And for me, I don't even know why beauty is limited to just the women.
It's not.
You go to the barbering salon to get trimmed so you look presentable. Of course. Some of the men these days even go and do their pedicure, their massages. It's all part of beauty. It's all part of beauty. So it's really not limited to...
Are men wearing makeup now?
Yeah.
I mean, apart from studios, I understand some people wear makeup.
Well, if you're talking about film, people wear makeup, and of course the studio as well.
We wear makeup,
I mean, it's part of it. The light is just, it's so bright that you need to have something on your face.
Just to shine a light on that part, do you think there'll ever be a time where the men part of makeup probably will come up and to grow?
Oh, it will. Actually, we're getting there. If I tell you the number of men who are in the beauty space now, I mean, not limited to just makeup artists. We have a lot of men makeup artists, from hair, stylists, you know, even the owners of the businesses. Did I tell you Black Secret? It's owned by a man. Yes.
And I've known he's been in the industry for a very long time.
One of the brands that is selling in Nigeria, Zikel Cosmetics, they come to the fair every year. So it's been owned by a man. He's now in about 10 African countries.
Wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, we're getting there. Some men are buying into the idea that, look, it's a way to make money, it's a way to impact. Of course. And so, it's a way to boost somebody's confidence. So, I mean, create jobs. So, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Now,
Go ahead.
This year's theme is transforming the beauty industry 5 years on. And why that theme?
So, I mean, before we started everything I've told you about, there were people in the industry. I mean, everybody was doing their own things. But we came in, we threw light on the industry. People got to know that, oh, there's an industry like this. I can also come in there. So over the past 5 years, I mean, now we have a lot of brands coming in. Compared to when we started. When we started, you didn't have a lot of people selling hair. You didn't have a lot of people having their own hair brands. Same with makeup, same with skincare. But the platform that we created, the light that we threw on the industry, made people now know that, okay, I can also go there. So over the years, you've seen a lot of businesses have been created out of it. I mean, there are a lot of retailers now, to the extent that there are people who are doing content creation just for that. So if it's because of what we've been doing, clearly we've transformed the industry positively. We've created a lot of jobs. The industry is employing over 1 million Ghanaians. I mean, when we limit it, we bring it to Ghana. So we've contributed to the growth of the industry. So it's worth celebrating 5 years of transforming the industry positively. I mean, we thought there's no better theme than that.
And I mean, I like I said, I was at either the second, I think I was at the second or the third edition of it, and I've seen how it's grown. I've seen how exhibitors have come on board. I have friends who actually exhibit at the beauty fair, and I think, like you said, you're creating more jobs, you're doing all. So what should people expect?
And even in terms of the creating jobs, on the day of the events or the days that we're doing the events, especially those who come from outside Ghana, they have to employ people here to be at their stands. They need to employ people here to help them with branding. So besides the regular jobs that it creates during the period of the event,
it gives people the opportunity to also find jobs and make a little money.
And make money. I mean, all these social media managers, because you can't come from your country and bring all your team here. So definitely it creates jobs on the day as well. So this year we're partnering with First Choice Hair and Beauty. I mean, it's one brand that has been in the business for like 20 years, employing a lot of people, making a lot of impact. And so we're partnering them this year to bring you an awesome experience from discount sales. We have competitions. We want to unearth talent, and the competition cuts across hair, cuts across makeup, cuts across barbering. Oh, come and witness the barbering competition.
Wow.
Oh my God!
I can imagine.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that.
The whole Barbering Association, they are coming. They're doing a barbering competition.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that is going to happen. We have our seminars, and we have our live demos, and we have our forums. We have our museum. There are lots happening.
There's a lot to expect. There's a lot to expect. Well, you don't need to be told. Yeah? You don't need to be told. You want to be there on the 17th
and the
18th. That's Wednesday and Thursday?
Yes. And it's absolutely free. It's happening at the Grand Arena at the Accra International Conference Center. And it's absolutely free. Absolutely free. And we are being refreshed by Casa Preco. I mean, all their soft drinks. So there'll be drinks. So please come. Free. We're going to do a lot of giveaways as well. Yes, giveaways. So come and experience the transformation. Come and network with industry players. I mean, there'll be people there who are also into wholesale. So if you want to start your retail business, come there as well. Yeah, we have the regulators there. If you have a school, if you have a business and you're wondering how to get it regulated, please come on 17th and 18th as well.
So I'm trying to get a number for them to call if they want to exhibit. It's 055-255-5555. If you want to be an exhibitor, just call 055-255-5555 and be a part of the Africa Beauty Fair, Makeup and Beauty Fair. On 17th and 18th of November. But Becky, thank you so much.
Thank
Rebecca,
you.
yes, your last words. Please.
So thank you so much for having me here. Yes. And thank you, MX24. I see the show of love. Thank you so much. We're grateful, and we look forward to a long-term partnership.
Absolutely.
And then
Absolutely,
besides the MX24, the other people who have helped us to make sure that we're going to have an amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you to Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, to Casa Preco, to Tourist, to Rosé, to Design Essentials, to Fasty, to MVP, to Juben, Royal Senshi, Snippets. Yes. And thank you to the entire team.
The media sponsors.
And the media sponsors, Sunny, Max, Foresight TV, and MX24.
Of course. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anyway, so that's it. Africa Makeup and Beauty Fair happening 17th and 18th of November 2021. You don't want to miss out. The Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center. Admission is absolutely free. Edma, you want to?
Yeah, so before we wrap up the conversation, let me quickly read out your WhatsApp messages that came in for Lifestyle Daily today. We spoke about youth in politics. And this person said, good morning, Edma. I'm Jane from Obuase. You look beautiful as usual. I'm really enjoying the show. Well, thank you very much. This person said, financial support is the main bottleneck impeding many young people in Africa to go into active politics. In my country, Sierra Leone, few young people will venture into active politics because it's the old folks that have financial muscles to have an active political function. Well, like we mentioned, this person said, I like how Adam is expressing himself. Truth is, when young people present ideas, the elderly downplays it. Reasons, they still see us to be young. Our ideas ain't worth it, not that smart. This is the main thing. They will see us not growing, so the idea are not rich to them. And this is from Fred from Hatsho. Beautiful. Okay, yeah. So just continue to send in your thoughts and comments to all our social media platforms at MX24GH. Thank you very much for joining us today on the AM Club Live on MX24. We had an amazing time. And before we wrap up, let's quickly thank our guests. We had Kavoy on MX Breaks. And for Lifestyle Daily, we had, let me get my list because the names I cannot pronounce. So we have Edem Agbana, who is a politician and an entrepreneur. We also had Amtu Akumfi Ameyao, who is a Women's Commissioner, University Students Association of Ghana. She's also a politician and activist. And we had Ura Adams Karim, who is a broadcaster and social entrepreneur.
And of course, on Travel Tuesday, we had our very own Miss Drew hostess with the mostest coming in with that experience at Lee Waterfalls. And finally, we had Rebecca Donko, team lead at Ghana Makeup
and Beauty.
No.
Africa Makeup and Beauty
Fair. I like to say
the Ghana Beauty Awards.
Ghana Beauty Awards. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming through. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show as well. Remember, if you missed it, we're always on YouTube. It's always on YouTube at MX24GH. And keep your messages and all those things coming on our social media handles at MX24GH. My name is Godwin Namboh at Godwin Namboh on all social media platforms.
And my name is Edma Ohimalawe at Edma Lawe, EDMALAWER on all social media platforms. We'll see you tomorrow with Fashion Wednesday. Stay with us. Have a good
Makeup and Beauty Fair 2021, brought to you by Makeup Ghana in partnership with First Choice Hair and Beauty, happening on Wednesday the 17th and Thursday the 18th of November 2021 at the Dome, Accra International Conference Center. Admission is free. Come and experience shopping, education, sales, demos, giveaways, competitions, mega discounts, and special performances, featuring brands you know and love and new brands you will surely fall in love with. Makeup, skincare, hair, nails, and more. Truly a Pan-African beauty festival.